All right, I have no idea where my live chat is, but I'm pretty sure we're live again. No idea where my live chat just went, but hang tight, guys, while I try and figure this shit out. All of a sudden, my YouTube, the whole look of the page just changed. I don't know what the hell happened, but loud and clear now. We lost all our viewers. Lost all our viewers. That's the shitty part. All right, I have no clue where my live chat just went, so bear with me, guys. Bear with me while we figure this out. There we go, got it back. The faithful are here. I don't know what the hell happened. I guess I'm calling Cox tomorrow. I thought refreshing the gateway was the right answer, but apparently it was not. So I'm sure we're going to drop the connection issue again. So we might as well get right to it. Pranti, I was looking at some type of beta screen. I don't know what, I mean, I wish it was YouTube's fault, but unfortunately, I don't think it is. Because I got that Cox connection app, and it says the gateway goes down. So it is what it ain't. We're back. We're here. We're live while we got it. Yeah, Crazy George is still here, as he calls himself. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start popping everything up. We're going to start jumping right into the college football game. We're going to take a look there before we drop connection again. First, taking a look real quick. Just popping up the odds, getting everything rolling for you guys. Game 217 and game 218, Notre Dame and Louisville. Line opened up. Notre Dame laying 19.5. It is now down to 18.5. It is now down to 18 on the Play MGM app. The D Casino also has it at 18. Total opened up at 55. It is now down to 54.5. Although CG Technologies, before we went live, guys, they actually had it at 54, but it quickly went right back up to 54.5. Brandy thought, no, it was us, unfortunately. And I am going to call, I'm going to call Cox tomorrow, and they got to get this shit straight because it's unacceptable for what we pay for business internet. It's absolutely ridiculous. Trying to pop up some more information for you guys. If I could ever pop it up, we'll have it. If not, we won't. Nope, it's not out yet. I should have the money aspects, the percentages of where everything's at here in a little bit. Updated version. Updated version. I think this is going to be a fun game to watch, guys. I really do. I think this is going to be a fun game to watch. My computer's definitely lagging now all of a sudden. All right, there's my live chat. Got the live chat backs. Titus says, call Cox. You need to call the fire department because you're on fire and heating up. Absolutely. Absolutely, we are getting hot. Andre, I remember when we didn't have any connection issues. No shit. Connection issues are actually relatively new. The connection issues is a completely new thing. Literally in the last week is a connection issue. All right, who votes in favor of us booting George? George, you love to lose. You always tell people to bet round robins. Let's all do a consensus vote. All in favor to give George the boot, say aye. Or if you want to save him, give a thumbs down or say, not a thumbs down on the video, or say no. It's not looking good for you, Debbie Downer George. It's not looking good for old George. Titus says we got to keep him. He's too funny. Said he likes the attention. This is Sparta. All right, George. The people have voted. And Mr. Beeman's right. We're going to put him in a timeout. George, you're in a timeout. That's your last strike. Any more, Debbie Downer gets the boot. And we'll put him on an indefinite. His profile is up, so it's 2 clicks away. We'll give him 300 seconds to think about it. And then we'll give him the indefinite boot. But remember, it's never indefinite here. When you guys come back and you're not the biggest Debbie Downer in the world. I mean, a lot of people have came here and hated on us because, you know, they were brainwashed from other people or whatever the case may be. Only to come and apologize, become a great client, and see that see the capper's direct difference. Sometimes people just need that little ban button for every now and then. The ban hammer coming out. Edward said he's going to come back with a crazy rant, minus 7,000. All right, let's take a look. Notre Dame, Louisville. Let's take a look. Game time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, guys. Game will be on ESPN. Tony, you come in every single day and you say, what's the free play? You know the free plays are given out at the end of the show. So come in, sit down, the water's warm, start chit-chatting, enjoy the family camaraderie, the team camaraderie, and contribute positively to society. It's the same thing every day. The last 9 days straight. What's the free play? And then you're going to disappear. You're going to come back in another 30 minutes. What's the free play? But don't worry. I love you too, Peaches. Everybody knows me and Tony always ran at each other. Edward, where's the foreplay? Tony says he's too busy. He runs 2 stores. Hire an assistant or a better one. For all you that don't know, Tony Ricciuti hated me before. He came in, he bet $100,000 on the smallest consensus play that we had, and he lost. He came in, he lit my ass on fire, and I gave it right back to him. But he actually is an off and on client of ours for a few years now. But I like him. Tony's a I don't know if I want to call him a good guy. He's a pain in the ass. But I like people that demand perfection. You know? I like working with people that, especially in this industry, most of you guys are not used to being able to demand perfection and demand winning. It's a whole new thing when you come over to Cappers Direct after you get used to us for a while. That's why some people start freaking out after they lose 2 days of premium plays in a row or 3 days in a row. They're like, oh my God, we dropped 4 games. These plays are absolutely killing me. Nah, man. We just lost a couple days. It's no big deal. But I know you got used to winning nearly every single day out of the last 3 months. So, you know, people demand perfection. Karen C, prime example. Yeah, Karen C says, what happened to Reginald that hated you? Is he still in the chat? Reginald, he was on the last chat. I don't know after we dropped the feed if he's still here. Reginald is a great client of mine. He's open about it. He used to hate me. He used to hate me. He listened to the Kool-Aid. Unfortunately, he got sucked into the Kool-Aid, by Bozo the Clown. Ended up buying a couple packages. And he called me one day and owned up and apologized. And he's been a great client ever since. Much respected. Yeah, drank the haterade. A lot of people do. They get caught into the hype and listening to somebody, clean cut, thinking that, he's telling the truth. When they find out that he's lying, and, it just makes them look bad in the long run. Everybody comes here eventually. No matter how much they hate us, they all come here eventually. So I love all our clients. I even the people that don't like me or don't like Cappers Direct. I like everybody. All right, guys. We know who Notre Dame's going up against. The Cardinals last year, Louisville. They went 2-10. Joshua, no shit, huh? 2-10. Cardinals went 2-10 last year straight up. They were 1-11 covering the spread. 8-4 on the over. Are they an improved team this year? No. I mean, they got new coach, Satterfield. He was great at Appalachian State. I'm sure, I'm sure things will definitely change. He's returning 17 starters, which is amazing. He's not in a total rebuild mode. But I mean, this is a Louisville team that on offense averaged 19.8 points per game. Yet they were 8-4 on the over. Why? Because their defense was averaging giving up 44.1 points per game. Okay? Now the Irish, explosive offense last year, 12-1 straight up. Remember, 12-1 straight up, 6-1 against the spread. Jonathan, I can get you some. Hang tight, I'll get it for you. It's on a different page. Notre Dame, yeah, they were 12-1 straight up. They were just 6-1 against the spread. The overs and unders, they went 6-7 on the over. primarily because of their defense. They averaged giving up only 18.2 points per game. Like Jonathan said, their only loss was to Clemson. And they averaged scoring 31.4 points per game. They averaged 183 yards rushing per game, 257 in the air. Now, for Notre Dame's defense, they're returning 6 starters after allowing just 18.2 points per game on average last year. But, the talent level is not the same. The talent level is not the same. I definitely look for a slight decrease in the overall production capability of the Notre Dame defense this year. Doesn't mean they're going to get blown out by teams? No. Doesn't mean that they're going to give up an extra score or two every now and then? More than likely, in my opinion. The offensive side of the field for Notre Dame, they should still be producing the same type of numbers, in my opinion. Notre Dame 13-6 against the spread on the road with more than 6 days rest. But take that 6 days rest out of the equation. It's the first game of the season. Louisville just 1-11 against the spread as a non-ranked team, dating back the last 2 years. Louisville is also 6-0-1 on the over the last 7 games against an AP top 10 ranked team. These two teams last faced off 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, November 22nd of 2014. Louisville was, a completely different teams back then. Louisville actually beat them 31-28. The road dog got the win. The road dog covered, and the game went over the total of 51. And the one thing that you can't deny, the Cardinals were a complete, absolute, just a mess last year. Coach Paterno Metis, he's done, gone. See you later. Metis match. There we go, popping up some stuff. What was that question? What are they ranked? They're ranked 9th in the AP. Edward, great advice. Don't get Louisville's basketball and football confused. Don't mix those two up, all right? Louisville's quarterback, he's a talented kid. Jaywan Puma Pass. Jaywan's a talented kid. I think he's got a lot of potential. But he's raw. He's lacking that big game experience, so we're going to see. They also returned junior quarterback Ian Book. And probably the biggest thing for the Louisville offensive line is they're returning 4 starters to that offensive line. Edward, you heard of that in the sports app? In the chat about Duke football? Yeah, no shit, huh? Taking a look ahead for Notre Dame. You don't have to worry about them getting caught looking ahead. They get New Mexico next week. Next week, they may get caught looking ahead because they got Georgia in week 3. Notre Dame gets Georgia in week 3. Then they get my Trojans on the 12th of October. They get Michigan on the 26th of October. Virginia Tech. Listen to that schedule. Then they get Virginia Tech. Michigan, Virginia Tech. Then they get Stanford at the end of the year there. Now, John, let me scroll up. You wanted a consensus? See if I can find one for you. I should have one. Hang tight. Everybody in the world and the mother is taking Louisville plus the points. The consensus that I see, with the exception of Dave Tully, who's on Notre Dame, everybody else in the world is on Louisville. The effective strength, the power ratings, the better ratings, everything favors Louisville plus the points. But that was plus 20.5. Now we're getting plus 18, plus 18.5, depending on where you're betting. Edward feels very strong that this is a great spot for Notre Dame to come in and cover. I definitely lean towards that side myself. I don't have a play on that side. I've got a play on the total, which is part of our premium plays, our red hot premium plays. Speaking of our premium plays, if you want to get on board our premium plays, you can actually get it part of our double up. Premium plays are my personal plays. Buy 3 days. We'll double it. We'll make it $99. Hey, did we get rid of George? George's 300 seconds got to be up a long time ago. Like 14 minutes ago. George is awfully quiet. We hurt his feelings. Bye, George. Bye, Felicia. Now that I probably used up, our last notification for the day, I'm going to go live later tonight at 9:30. Oh, George is here. What's up, George? Welcome back. Hopefully you've got a new mentality. The first Debbie Downer post, and we'll give him the boot. George, positive comments. This is a winning group. We don't need no Debbie Downers. We don't need somebody to laugh at. If we need somebody to laugh at, or if I do, I'll just go look in the mirror. I laugh at myself all day long. I laugh and say, is this life really a dream? I mean, did I get this blessed? So I laugh. It's got to be a dream. Dream come true, that is. So, the total, I've got the total as part of a premium play. There you go, Joshua. If we wanted someone to laugh at, we'd call Bozo. Titus, you're laughing because I said George. Yeah, let's take a look at Major League Baseball. As far as the game, I definitely lean towards Notre Dame covering the spread easily in this one. Johnny K, got to give you props, Kyle. You were right about Houston and the Oklahoma quarterback. I don't know if I was right about Jalen Hurts or not. I don't think he's an elite quarterback. He definitely has a coach that can coach him, a coach that understands his strength and his weaknesses and will definitely make him shine in the Big 12. Definitely make him shine on a national level. And as far as him being the next Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield in college goes, Matt Leinart, I don't know if he's going to be an elite, but they're definitely. He plays for Oklahoma, so he's definitely going to appear from the outside. He played pretty flawless yesterday. I mean, he's only the second kid in history to have 3 rushing touchdowns over 150 yards. Rushing as well as 100 or 350 yards passing. The only other person to do that was Baker Mayfield. So he definitely had an amazing game. But he's also on an amazing offensive-minded, offensive-coached, and offensive talented team. And he definitely threw better than expected. Definitely did. He ran very well, as Houdat Bob said. He ran excellent, ran amazing. But it was what I expected. I didn't, expect him to come out and just throw a pick six, and picks and fumble the ball. No, he's Jalen Hurts. He's a good quarterback. but I don't know if I'd put him up there as an elite quarterback. He's probably one of the best in college basketball, college football today. But there's not much talent rolling around. I don't think. Unless somebody needs a quarterback, he ain't going to get drafted first. Unless somebody's desperate for a quarterback, I'm sure they'll. Edward, perfect. He's got that Alabama pedigree. His fundamentals are good. He came in, he was a starter in 2016, 2017. What more can Oklahoma ask for? Oklahoma won the jackpot. They didn't have to take a freshman and throw him in. First big game experience against Houston. They got to take somebody who's been a part of national championship winning teams and throw them in their offense and give them a quick 7-month crash course on what Lincoln Riley wants and expects. And Lincoln Riley's been able to hold them by the hand and say, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do for you. And you know what? The coaches had him down like clockwork. The coaches had it down like clockwork. It was absolutely fantastic. Come out, quick confidence-building passes. That's what you're supposed to do with a new quarterback or new to your system quarterback. You got to build their confidence. You make a couple of those quick check down passes, quick little short passes, run the little slants, get the ball out of his hand fast. Then run a couple, designed quarterback run plays or play option passes. And then once he picks back up reading the secondary, now you start throwing in more options to him as well. So hands off, hands right there to the Coach Lincoln Riley getting the job done and babying his quarterback. For first game of the season. Hats off to him. Now, I will tell you this. Oklahoma on defense. They are improved. I will give them that. Oklahoma is improved on defense. However, they are still a Big 12 defense. Their defense still sucks. They still have zero discipline, as you saw. How many personal foul penalties that kept drives going that led to points on the board? Thank God, because we were all over Houston. Thank God. Thank God for pass interference calls. Thank God for personal foul, late hit out of bounds. Unnecessary penalties. Oklahoma is still partaking in. Discipline side, they've got zero. They were definitely more aggressive. However, one thing that they're always lacking is the takeaways. Yeah, Joshua, 114th last year. Thank God, for those pass interference calls, which they were. There was no bad calls, late hit out of bounds. They were unnecessary. And it's college. Call it tight, call it all year long. Expect to see those calls all year long, especially in the Big 12. But I do think that they are improved. Their mentality and their style on defense has been improved. Now their coach just needs to get them get the discipline level under wraps. Maybe a little harder hitting. Cause a little more, be a little more mind conscious to the takeaway effect. Because without the takeaways, they're still going to suck on defense. But, it was game one for Alec Grinch as a defensive coordinator for Oklahoma. It was his first game. So I did see a big improvement. But they have a long ways to go on defense. Yeah, it took Houston their first 4 drives. What did they get, 30 or 40 yards on their first 4 drives? It took Houston a while to get going. Houston was late to the party yesterday. Houston was late to the party. Now, if Houston would have been on their game offensively straight from the start, oh yeah, it would have blew over the total of 80, like it was nothing. 49-31 final. For Houston to only lose by 18. And keep in mind, Oklahoma scored with a minute 17 left. They were still playing. Playing with the backups, but they were playing. They were down by 11 with, a couple minutes to go. If Houston would have been on their game offensively from the get-go, not only would the score been a lot higher, we potentially could have seen a different outcome. Could OU possibly have been upset? Possibly, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. Houston didn't show up until their, fifth drive? By then, they were already down big. So, hats off to Houston. Dana Holgorsen. I mean, there's probably nobody that knows Oklahoma or Lincoln Riley better than Dana Holgorsen. I mean, hell, his kids, as you guys saw probably on TV last night, his kids were in Lincoln Riley's wedding. So, all right, let's jump over to Major League Baseball because I'm not going to be live for very much longer. I want to talk a little bit about baseball. Want to get you guys on a free play. Let's make some money today. It's going to be another big winning day for everybody. But first, quick recap of what we did yesterday because I did not do a recap during the live show yesterday. Free plays ended up going 1-1. I gave you guys a free play during the live show yesterday. Cincinnati, St. Louis, over 8.5 runs. Unfortunately, it's 4-3 final. We dropped that one. Matter of fact, that was actually a premium play. I forgot to tell you guys that during the live show. And unfortunately, that was the only premium play that we lost. The other free play, daily free consensus play, gave you guys a Canadian Football League play. Winnipeg +6. That was a winner. Congratulations. Free plays 1-1. I forgot what we were yesterday on free plays. Was it 17-4? I think it was. I don't remember. It was 17-4 or 19-5. I can't remember what it was. I have to go back and see what I said in yesterday's video because I don't remember. I didn't have a chance to go look before we went live. But premium plays yesterday, 3-in-1 day. We hammered home the New York Yankees, late walk-off, 2 home runs in the bottom of the ninth to tie the game and then get us the walk-off. We dropped Cincinnati, St. Louis over, which was our only premium play loser. We hit the Nationals, -1.5 on the run line, blowout winner. And then we took Houston. When we gave them out there, +23.5, the line ended up closing at +22. And people kept calling me calling an email and texting us +22, 22.5 fine. Yes, they're not going to lose by more than 3 touchdowns, so we got the victory there. And then I was actually texting one of our clients, Ryan. Ryan that posts in the chat, and he kept telling me at halftime, I predict a final score, 49-31. 49-31. So not only did he predict the final score, but we were chit-chatting via text message back and forth during the game. We both in-gamed them. In-gamed the over 72.5. Funny at the same time. And then I also in-gamed when Houston went down by 25. I in-gamed them. It was actually at +31. And I went to go in-game them on 5 dimes, and it quickly dropped to +30. But I did get them in there. Unfortunately, they only let me bet a nickel live on it. But I got them at +30 for a quick $500 as well as I put on the game, as well as when I in-gamed the over 72.5 for another nickel. For some reason, it was only letting me do $500 bet on in-game live. So made a quick little extra grand there last night, which was nice. And always great to end the week on a monster winning note. WNBA had a winner yesterday. Atlanta, Seattle over 149. My personal plays yesterday swept the board. 2-0 on my personal plays. Cleveland, Tampa Bay Rays over 8. Winner, chicken dinner. And the Minnesota Twins, Detroit Tigers over 9.5. Blowout victory there. So 2-0 clean sweep. I've actually swept the board on my personal plays 3 out of the last 5 days. Nice little 6-1 run as well. Today I've got 2 personal plays. We've got 4 premium plays. One of the college football total is part of the premium play package. And then 3 Major League Baseball games, which have been red hot for premium plays for quite some time. Don't forget, guys, double up sale is still going on strong. Double up sale is going on. And the new thing that Edward suggested yesterday, I really liked this idea. So I went back to the bosses here at Cappers Direct. I brought it up. I said, hey, one of our viewers brought up this idea, and we've never done this before. It's actually an amazing idea. It's an amazing opportunity for everybody that purchases our plays. And I just posted it in the comment section. And what it is, it's a week of premium plays. It's basically an all-inclusive package of our best packages that we have. You get a week of premium plays. You get my personal plays for a week. You get our system plays for a week. You get WNBA for a week. You get the CFL for a week. You get guaranteed Saturday and my next game of the week if I have one in the next week, which I will. There is a game of the week this week as well. So, I mean, just by itself, game of the week and guaranteed Saturday, that's $250 if you buy them by themselves. System plays are $400 for a week. So, amazing opportunity to be able to test out all of our biggest packages right there for one price, one all-inclusive price. So, it's a great deal and instant access to them. You get to work with me one-on-one directly for my personal plays, which have been heating up, to say the least. So, it's definitely going to be a good week. And it's a new week, brand new time, and it's going to be fun. It's definitely going to be fun, guys. I'm telling you that much. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Where'd my live chat go? Where'd my live chat window go? And as Princess Chachi said, back to the Houston game yesterday, if Houston would have showed up earlier, if their offense would have actually showed up earlier, the game would have definitely been going over. Nathan says Yankees, Rays, Cardinals, Braves, money line today. He likes them all. Princess Chacho, I've got money line play today. Philadelphia plus 120. I like it. Princess Chacho, Kyle, Louisville team total is 17.5. Do you think over and under this number? Notre Dame's defense is still going to be an elite defense this year. The talent level is not there. I think we see a decline in their production and what they're able to stop. I think teams score more than what they're used to. But as far as Louisville, their new head coach, first game of the season, Notre Dame's defense. If you guys have noticed, defenses have been more on top of their games to start the season than offenses. It's a lot easier for a defense if they're communicating to stick to their game plan. And as long as their defensive front is not getting ran over by the offensive line, the defenses have been winning more battles than the offenses have to start the season in week one. It's the reason why we've only seen that's the third game all week. Yesterday was the third game that hit 80 points. Out of every single college football game, that only 3 hit 80 or more. And that was the third one. So I err onto the side of caution when it comes to team totals, especially in week one. So no opinion. I mean, if I was to bet anything on it, I'd probably bet the under on the team total. Maybe. I can play the case for both directions. As long as if the Pumas get the start at quarterback, I think Louisville's got a definite chance to push that total over. Other than Ian Book or Brook, whatever his last name is. So back to some football. Back to baseball, guys. Game starting in 40 minutes. Definitely going to be a good time. Definitely going to be a good time. For baseball, Texas Rangers, New York Yankees. Yankees laying at 220 on the money line. Total set over and under 9.5 runs. Next up, we got the Mets and the Nationals. Syndergaard going to face the red-hot Nationals. Nationals, guys, woo-hoo, they've been hot for a while. 4-game winning streak, 9-1 out of their last 10. And Syndergaard gets the battle against Joe Ross today. Joe Ross 3-3 on the year with a 5.36 ERA. But here's the thing. It's not just the pitchers that are winning games for the Nationals. They're making plays on defense. They're not making stupid errors. And the bats have been remaining hot. The bats for the Nationals have been remaining hot, as evidenced in their 9 runs yesterday. Taking a quick little look. They've scored 7 or more runs their last 4 games. And matter of fact, look at this number, guys. Three and 1, 3 and 2, 4 and 2, 5 and 2, 6 and 2, 6 and 3, 7 and 3, 8 and 3, 9 and 3, 10 and 3, 11 and 3, 11 and 4, 12 and 4, 13 and 4, 14 and 4, 15 and 4. The last 19 games. Last 19 games, Nationals have scored 7 runs or more. 19 games. Out of the last 19 games, they've scored 7 runs or more 15 times. So, Nationals, bats have been hot, been winning games for them. Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays laying 300. Rays coming off 2 straight losses to Kansas City. Sorry, Orioles coming off 2 straight losses. Rays sweeping the Indians, coming off 4 straight wins. 6-4 in their last 10 games. Yeah, Jonathan, hitters have been disciplined. Great at-bats. Next up, Twins and the Tigers. Twins laying 220 on the money line, over and under 10. Odo Rizzo and Zimmerman on the mound. Twins 7-3 in their last 10, going up against the 2-8 in the last 10 Tigers. Can Zimmerman and the Tigers cool down the minus 220 Twins? Gonna find out. Soroka on the mound for the Braves, going up against Wajuzapak, however you pronounce his name. Braves laying 270 on the money line, over and under 9.5 runs. Braves over has been a great bet for quite some time. Glad we laid off of it yesterday. I actually threw in a play on the Braves yesterday, myself on the money line. I got him at minus 135 late. I was driving. I was actually looking at model homes, and for some reason, I couldn't log in on my phone on 5 Dimes, so I called. That's the best part about it. As long as you're betting 500 or more and you're a good client of theirs, you can call into their wagering department and make a wager over the phone. So that was absolutely awesome. But Braves with Soroka on the mound, laying 270 on the money line, total over and under 9.5 runs. Today I'm laying off that total again. I could see it going either way today, so I'm staying off of that one. Phillies and the Reds. Reds laying $1.40 on the money line, total over and under 10. Giants and the Cardinals with Beatty on the mound, Wainwright on the mound for the Cardinals. Cardinals laying 210 on the money line against the Giants, guys. Giants just 3-7, struggling, lost their last 2. St. Louis coming off a loss to the Reds last night in their doubleheader after winning 3 of their 4 games in 2 days against the Reds. So, guys, remember this for today. Cardinals have played 4 games in 2 days. This is their 5th game in 3 days, and it's a morning game. All right? It's a morning game, late morning. Laying 210, total over and under 9. It's their 5th game in 3 days. All right? Cubs and the Mariners next. Cubs laying 320 on the money line at home with Hendricks on the mound and going up against Justice Sheffield. I skipped ahead till tomorrow. Total on the Cubs game, over and under 9.5. Next up, you got the Astros and the Brewers doing a little 2-game interleague series. They're in Milwaukee. Got Garrett Cole on the mound for the Astros. Adrian Hauser on the mound for the Brewers. Astros laying $1.60 on the money line on the road. Total set over and under 8.5. Astros riding 8-2 in their last 10. They are coming off a victory over the Blue Jays yesterday. 2-0, where Justin Verlander threw his 3rd no-hitter. Congratulations to him. And the best part, if you guys actually saw the celebration, on-field celebration, he's hugging and cheering with everybody. And then the one kid, what's his name? Abraham Toro. To see Justin Verlander scream out, "Where is effing Toro? Where's effing Toro?" to go give him a big hug. Should have just gave him a kiss while he was at it for hitting that walk-off 2-run home run in the in the top of the ninth. Fantastic. That was actually pretty cool to see. So Astros laying $1.60 on the money line, total set over and under 8.5 runs. Padres, Diamondbacks, Quintrell on the mound for the Padres. Diamondbacks coming off a loss to the Dodgers. They almost swept the Dodgers. I think it went into the 11th inning. They lose in the 11th? Nearly sweeping the Dodgers yesterday. D-backs laying $1.25 on the money line. Against the Padres, over and under 9. Jonathan says, Kyle, do you like fading pitchers after a no-hitter? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't fade the next pitchers either. Because it's not like Houston was hitting the ball against a Toronto team either. Ah, shit, coffee's empty. That's how you know you need to end the show. Coffee's empty, game start in 40 minutes. Next up on the board, White Sox, Indians. Indians, guys, listen to this. I mean, somebody's got to be the favorite, right? Losing 3 straight. They're 5-5 out of their last 10 going up against a White Sox team. Guys, I mean, the White Sox, they're practically crying. Lost 6 straight, 3-7 out of their last 10. Ross Detweiler on the mound for the White Sox. Going up against Aaron Chevelle for the Indians, guys. Indians laying 240 on the money line. Over and under 10. I mean, one of those shitty teams has got to win, right? One of those shitty teams. I say the Indians are shitty only because they're playing shitty. Indians are not a shitty team. They're 21 games above 500. They just play in the AL Central, and they've been getting murdered. And then to cap the night, our cap-off game, Rockies, Dodgers, 8-10 on the East Coast, 5-10 on the West Coast. You got Peter Lambert on the mound for the Rockies, Walker Buehler on the mound for the Dodgers, putting his 11-3 record on the mound. Taking a look at his last 2 games. Actually, let's go last 3 games. He's put up goose eggs his last 3 starts. Excuse me, 3 of his last 4 starts. His last two starts were all goose eggs. He played against San Diego back on the 27th, 5 days ago. Pitched 6 complete innings. Gave up 4 hits, no runs. Had 11 strikeouts and 2 walks. The week before that, on the 21st, against the Blue Jays, pitched 7 complete innings. 5 hits, no runs, 0 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Fantastic game. However, the Marlins, the shitty Marlins, were able to do some damage against him in 4 innings. He gave up, 5 hits, 5 runs, and 4 innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. The walks is what got him in trouble. And timely hits by the Marlins. Before that, against the Diamondbacks, pitched 6 complete innings. Gave up 4 hits, no runs, had 8 strikeouts on 3 walks. So even before that, gave up 1 run against the Padres, 4 against the Nationals, who were able to do some damage in 5 1/3 innings. Before that, he pitched 7 complete innings against the Marlins. Gave up 5 hits, no runs. 15 strikeouts back on the 3rd against San Diego. Dodgers just 4-6 out of their last 10. You've been able to fade the Dodgers as of late. However, they had a rough series against the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks beat them at 11-5 in Game 1, 5-4 in Game 2, 6-5 in Game 3. And then they got the victory in the extra innings, and I believe it was the 11th yesterday, 4-3. Yeah, it was the 11th. To avoid a sweep. Dodgers came out, they were up 2-0. Bottom of the 4th happened, and the D-backs put in some work. Took the lead 3-2. And then the Diamondbacks, the closer, gave up a home run, solo home run. In the 9th to old Jacques Peterson. 28th home run to tie the game. Oh, no, sorry, that was the 11th. Bellinger, excuse me, his 43rd home run. So, should be a good game there to cap the night. Going to get you guys on a free play now and send you guys on your merry way. I think it's time to make some money. I'm popping up the odds here. All right, while I'm popping up the odds, we need a good laugh. So it's Cinco de Mayo all over again while I pop up the odds. I'm waiting for that to pop up, then we're going to get you guys on a free play, all right? And then I'm going to send you guys on your merry way because games start.
You ready for Cinco de Mayo?
Sí, sí.
You ready for Cinco de Mayo? Dame. Let's go, papi. Let's get it. Go. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Hey. What? Let's go. Go out. Boy.
All right, I am back with a free play for you guys. Major League Baseball free play, and we're going to do a solid here today. We're going to give a premium play away. Well, I'll let you guys decide. No, we're going to give a premium play. Just joking. Going to give you guys our late premium play. That way we can sweat out the last 40 minutes of it or an hour of it, whatever the case may be. But then again, it may be over. The game may be over before I go live. Remember, guys, I'm going to go live at approximately, time did we say, 9:30 East Coast time tonight? I don't know, Princess Chacho. I'd be careful on that one going up against the Nationals. Nationals are hot, and their bats are great, and they've been very disciplined at bat. Be careful. Syndergaard's lost 2 out of his last. The Mets have lost 2 out of the last 3 games where he started. Although they've won 3 out of the last 5 or 5 out of the last 8, whatever it was when I looked it up earlier. But I'm going to go live again at 9:30. Nothing special. We're going to be in the barbershop, chilling. Hell, we may be at the bar. I think it was what Chido asked. Could we be in the bar and have some cocktails during my fantasy draft? So I'm going to just be chilling with you guys. I'm not a fantasy guy by any means. So I'm not a fantasy football player by any means. I do it to bet money, make some money, real money. But it's a big money fantasy league that I'm in. So I try and take it seriously, but I never can. So that's why I'm going to, if you guys have nothing to do and you want to come hang out live, I'll be live. I doubt you guys are going to get a notification now because the connection dropped and we had to go live again. So we probably used all of our notifications for the day. So I probably won't send one out. But I'm going to hang out live just to chit-chat, bullshit, and we're going to sweat the evening Major League Baseball game all out together. It probably won't be a sweat. It's a premium play. It shouldn't be a sweat. But if you guys want to come join me live tonight, chit-chat, have a couple cocktails, whatever the case may be. Hoop by night, what's going on? Come join me tonight. I won't have any free plays because there'll be nothing to talk about. But maybe be able to pick my brain for an extra Tuesday game if we start looking at them, as the lines will all be out by then. So, well, most of them will be. But remember, guys, premium plays, my personal plays, double up sale going strong. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you guys, you want to make some money. And then, as Edward suggested, week of premium plays, all-inclusive package. You get a week of premium plays, a week of my personal plays, a week of system plays, a week in the WNBA, a week of CFL, guaranteed Saturday, and my game of the week, all for $500, instant access to them all. Joshua says, approaching 100 in the live chat. Let's re-hit the thumbs up. Yes, everybody, hit that thumbs up button. And guys, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. Tap that little bell next to it. That way you get instant notifications each and every single time we drop a free play video or a recorded video, a live video. It doesn't matter. You want to be notified when we go live because we're putting out free plays that put money in your pocket. And guys, I know you guys probably all hit the thumbs up button in the last live feed before we dropped it. But if you can do me a big solid, if you could do us a big favor, give us a big thumbs up in the video, let us know you appreciate all the hard work. Because we definitely appreciate it, all right? It definitely helps us out. It gets our video trending in YouTube. And the more people that watch, the more people that hit the thumbs up, the more people that hit the share button and share it on Twitter, etc., etc. Definitely do us a solid, and I'll keep giving you guys a solid right back at you, and that's extra money in your pocket. Don't forget, if you're looking for another daily free play, our daily free consensus play video, that went out before we went live, about 20 minutes before we went live. And that's got a free CFL play and a Canadian Football League play in it for you guys. Gave you guys a free CFL play yesterday where we went 1-0. I think WNBA, I think we're 4-1 in WNBA on the week. Either 4-1 or 3-1, which is what we did last week. So, and we actually have, there's no WNBA today, but I think we went 3-1 or 4-1 this week. I have to go back and check. So, I'm telling you, that's why that all-inclusive package will be very, very, very beneficial to you guys. But don't forget, double up sale going on. You can buy 3 days of my personal plays or 3 days of premium plays. I will double it, make it 6. But if you buy the 5 days of my personal plays, I'm going to give you 9 days free. So you can get 2 weeks. 2 weeks of my personal plays for $250. But I'm telling you guys, that week combo package, hint, hint, hell of a deal. All right, guys, free play today, Major League Baseball in the evening game. Colorado Rockies, LA Dodgers. Big money line on this game, guys. Dodgers laying 330 on the money line. Total set over and under 9 runs. Taking place in Chavez Ravine tonight, guys. Dodger Stadium. 8-10 on the East Coast, 5 on the West Coast. Guys, free official play, and it is a premium play. Quote, quote, free premium play, Alan Mitchell. Nope, you did not. And this is a premium play. LA Dodgers on the run line, -1.5. Jonathan said it. Freemium at its best. It's the last one. It was actually suggested that I give out a late game. So that is the late game that we're giving. It's the latest game on the board that we're able to sweat. While I'm live doing my fantasy draft or just starting my fantasy draft. So enjoy that free play, guys. Games start in 30 minutes. You don't want to miss out. And guys, if you want to make some money, jump on board our premium plays or my personal plays. If you're on my personal plays, I'm going to be texting them to you literally as soon as I get off live. They're going out. As soon as we get done going live, my personal plays are going out. And I got the list right here as well, so. All right, guys, good luck. Always bet within your means. And I'm telling you, don't do anything stupid today. Don't drink and drive. A holiday today, guys. Want everybody to be safe. And I'm telling you guys, please don't do anything stupid, all right? So, gonna drink, don't drive, call an Uber, call a friend. But please, don't call me. I'm just kidding. Call me, I'll call you an Uber. With your card, of course. All right, guys, take it easy. Good luck. And I'll be live tonight, 9:30 Eastern time. Thanks, guys.
You ready for Cinco de Mayo?
Sí, sí.
You ready for Cinco de Mayo? Dame. Let's go, Papi. Let's get it. Go.